All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of College Football on the Bridge. We're going to talk about Texas State today. They are coming over to the new Pac-12. It is going to be interesting. They bring a lot of talent back for what is going to be Jay Kinney's fourth year at the helm. Coming off a 7-6 year, they are bringing back a ton of offensive weapons and talent. Leading off with Brad Jackson, who's a sophomore going into this year. He had around 71, 72% completion percentage last year, threw for over 3,200 yards, had 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and he's bringing back his two top weapons in Bo Sparks, who went off for 1,200 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns, and Chris Don Jr., who went for over 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. Just bringing a lot of production, and you love to see it. Kind of smaller receivers, but I mean they put up a lot of numbers last year, and you're bringing all that back. Um, Running back is gonna be probably not their strong suit. They're gonna be relying on Jalen Jenkins, who is a really small back, 5'8", 173. Honestly, a lot of this offense is very small. A lot of them under 6 foot. Um, so I mean, that screams speed, but um, it's a lot of production. They're receiving. I was saying with the running back, the running back returning in Jenkins, he only had 170 yards last year. Um, they lost their 1,000 yard rusher in Lincoln Pear, and Greg Burrell had weapon charges and is no longer with the program. So you're leaning on Jenkins as the top prospect running back. Let's see how he does. They bring in offensive line help with William Boone from North Carolina. Um, who originally started off at Prairie View A&M and went to North Carolina. Now he's coming over to Texas State, hoping to shore up that line, maybe get the running game going that way. Defensively, they gave up 29 points a game last year, so definitely room for improvement. They bring back a lot of guys. They have safety Ryan Nolan, not Nolan Ryan. I don't know how much he would help you at this point, but anyway, Ryan Nolan is the leading tackler at safety. And he had 79 tackles last year, 3 sacks. I'm sorry, three tackles for loss. Um, then they have Aiden Jones there. He had 56 tackles last year. So they bring him back a lot of their leading tacklers from last year. Linebacker Don Terry Russell had 4.5 sacks last year. He's coming back. He's actually originally transferred from Mississippi State in his second year with Texas State. Speaking of transfers, they bring in a McNeese transfer and Philip Bradford. He had 15.5 tackles for loss and 5.5 sacks last year for McNeese. So lower competition, but I mean very very productive guy coming over. They also bring in on the defensive line. They bring in Chancellor Owens from Arizona and Caleb James from Arkansas. So bringing in some bodies, hopefully shore up that line a little bit. But I mean, this team's is a legit team. So looking forward to watching them. Again, 7-6 last year. This year, they start off the gate at Texas. So we got a Texas State game. I enjoy seeing um, those I don't know how you word that, but Texas playing Texas State, Florida playing Florida State. I always like that state matchup. So that's a really rough way to start a year, but a good proving point for a good way to get some experience. Then they play home against UTSA. They got North Texas, Incarnate Word, San Diego State, Colorado State, Utah State, Boise, Oregon State, Fresno, Washington State. Um, looking at it, that's a really rough schedule. Depending on UTSA is always a solid team. See how North Texas is going to be with Neil Brown and Carnett Words. I mean, for an FCS team is I mean they put up numbers, so that should be might be an entertaining game to watch. Um, it's gonna be interesting. They have so much firepower and so much experience coming in, and this conference is wide open. But this conference, I think still goes to Boise. Um, they got to go to Boise. They got to go to Oregon State, who's another good contender. Um, and so I mean the back half of the schedule is literally like basically playing all the contenders. So you're gonna see if you got to that point going at Boise, at Oregon State, at Fresno, Washington State. Um, see how it goes. But I mean they have the weapons, they have the talent. Um, I think Kenny's a great coach there. His system offensively is he's a good coach. Um, the Pac-12 is just really hard to decipher what's going to happen there, or take a guess at what's going to happen because it's all over the place. They're all very evenly matched up. It should be fun to watch. So, that being said, probably around the same as last year, around 7-8 win season. They have the potential to make a run at the Pac-12 championship, and be in the picture definitely. It's just a matter of where they're at and compared to the other teams. It's not so much of are they a good team. I think they're a good team. It's just are they better than Boise? Are they better than Oregon State? Are they better than Fresno? Um, I think they're pretty close on par, so it's going to be kind of a coin flip between each week. But I'm thinking, continue the success they've been building and make a run at the Pac-12.